Good morning. My name is Zachary Shylene, and I work for Leather Italia USA. Today is February 16th, 2017. Leather Italia USA is very well known in the furniture industry and constantly receives requests to perform leather seminars. Leather Intelligence, created by Leather Italia USA, will be subscribing weekly with helpful and insightful information regarding leather upholstered furniture. This information will be helpful whether you're a retail sales individual or a person consuming a leather sofa for your home. Every week we will be discussing a new topic, so please subscribe to us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our YouTube channels for future leather intelligence, product reviews, and overall helpful information regarding leather upholstered furniture and products offered by Leather Italia USA. Moving forward with today's topic, I want to touch on the different types of leather used on leather upholstered furniture. There are 5 most commonly used different types. We have bonded, full anlins, semi-anlins, pull-ups, and split leathers. It is very critical for the consumer to know exactly what they are purchasing. Bonded leather is a man-made product and contains as little as 10% of real leather. How this is made is that it's taken into small scraps of leather, are grounded into fibers, almost like a powder, mixed in with materials used to make vinyl, and applied to a fabric mesh. The top of the material is embossed to have the appearance of what a real leather feels like. It's basically a synthetic product or vinyl mixed in with a dash of leather. Manufacturers use bonded leather in different areas. Some manufacturers use it in the entire sofas, while some only use it primarily in the sides and backs. The second leather that I mentioned was a full aniline dyed, which is a leather hide that is dyed all the way through the pores. I actually have an example right here present, which is on our Hudson sofa located in both our domestic warehouses in North Carolina and California. The easiest way for you to remember this type of dye is a tie-dye t-shirt. When you tie-dye a t-shirt, the color just isn't on top of the shirt. The dye is all the way through the t-shirt. With aniline dyed leathers, the natural characteristics of the leathers will be visible. You will see more natural life that will include veins, scars, mite damage, healed scars, and horn marks. The benefit of this type of leather is that it shows the beautiful characteristics of the leather hide, and the finish is permeated the entire way through the hide. So if you were able to scuff this natural leather, it's not as noticeable and can slightly be buffed out. Most semi-aniline dyed leathers are finished with a protective coat that seals and protects the topical finish. Most leather sofas sold at retail have a semi-aniline dye cover on them. The reason for that is because of the topical protection and also durability, and have more of a uniform appearance. The top coat finish allows the leather to have more of a depth appearance. For example, like our SC002 brown, to create a Sauvage effect, or a machine antique effect, as in the highs and lows of the Arizona on our 04234 Marco. The fourth leather that I wanted to discuss were wax pull-up leathers. For instance, we have one right here that's present. We have 2 silhouettes that we warehouse in both domestic warehouses. We have our Butler and Oak Ridge frame. These types of leather is an aniline dyed hide. The dyeing process includes oils and waxes that are not used on a standard aniline dyed leather. The impact of using oils or waxes in the finishing process allows the color to dissipate and become lighter in areas. For instance, when I pull, you could see the light change. When upholstered, this is a beautiful finish, adding an aged and affluent appeal to a sofa, and that will add natural characteristics as a leather as it's used over the years. The last type of leather that I want to discuss today with you is split leathers. The split leather is the second cut or underside of the leather. The split layer will have less pore depth than the top grain, and also will have less characteristics than the top grain. That's why it's not acceptable to use in touch areas, for instance, as in the arm or the back of the cushion right here. Splits are used for primarily on the sides and backs. This still gives the retail consumer an all genuine 100% leather sofa. In conclusion, there are many different types of leathers offered on leather upholstered furniture. but the 5 most commonly used leathers that are sold at retail stores were mentioned before. Remember, you have your bonded, your full annulants, your semi-annulants, your pull-ups, and splits. This is an average household's second largest purchase, so please be aware of what you're buying. We encourage you to request your questions. Please hit me up on social media websites. We got the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I even have an email, smedia@leatheritaliausa.com. Tune in next week and we'll discuss a new topic. Hope everyone has a great weekend.